In this episode of SCS On The Road, we paid a visit to the Bobcat regional headquarters in Dobříš, Czech Republic. We'll take you behind the scenes of the pre-production process for the Bobcat DLC, specifically the gathering of reference material using our 3D scanner. You'll also get familiar with part of their wide product range, including air compressors, loaders, telehandlers, and excavators, which we had an amazing opportunity to try out ourselves. Stay tuned to watch us do some serious digging. Hi everyone, we are currently in our office in Prague and we are about to visit Bobcat at their headquarters in Dobříš to gather some reference materials and photos and also shoot an SCS On The Road episode. So let's go! Okay, so we are helping our vehicle guys put on these markers on the machine behind us, which is the Bobcat S86. And because of these markers, they will later on be able to scan the machine. And look at that, even Oscar is helping. All the markers are placed now, and as you can see, Lukáš and Alex are now scanning the loader, and it's really fascinating to see how the vehicle appears on our laptop back there. So the guys are done with scanning this loader, and right now me and Lukáš are taking off the stickers so they can continue with scanning another vehicle tomorrow. This is our second day at Bobcat. We are doing the same thing as yesterday. As you can see behind me, our vehicle guys are just putting the markers on a forklift and they will then scan it, take reference photos, so they can do this beautiful vehicle justice in our games. is our third day at Bobcat, and today we have a great opportunity to take a look at some of their machines. I'm here with Matúš Gajdos, the product manager for portable power and compressors. Matúš, could you please introduce yourself and maybe tell us more about what we are about to see here?
Sure. Hello, so I'm Matúš. I'm the product manager for portable air compressors, and today I will introduce you the highlights of our lineup. So the small compressor for Europe, medium compressor for Europe, and then we'll have a look on the big air compressor for the United States of America market. So this is our PA 7.5 small construction compressor. Basically, I would start with that compressed air is nothing more than a source of the energy. So it powers the application which requires pressurized air. Here we have the PA 7.5. The PA stands for portable air. 7 stands for the maximum pressure what this machine can deliver, which is 7 bar, and 5 stands for the maximum airflow what it can deliver, so 5 cubic meters per minute. This is a typical variable compressor which is being used either powering the power tools like jackhammers, like hand drills, like pickers.
Oh, that's interesting. And how do you operate this machine?
So basically, as a user, you will open up the control panel where you have just very few buttons, basically power up button, then starting the air button, and you have one pneumatic gauge which shows you the pressure. That's all what you need. You connect the hose to one of the 3 quick couplings, you start the machine, you start the air delivery, and then you just use it. Machine as such has technology which regulates the maximum pressure, regulates the air demand. So basically the machine is powering up and down based on the air delivery. One of the biggest advantages of this machine is its size. It's pretty compact. Even when you connect it behind like a regular car, you still see behind it because that machine is not too tall, it's not too wide. So it's pretty compact. It's below 750 kilos of the weight, and as well you can drive it with a standard B-type license.
Oh, so that's pretty convenient.
And then from the features, so it has an ultra durable polymer canopy which is quite lightweighted and quite durable for all the harsh environments and the applications.
Is it possible to take a look inside?
We will start with the main part, which is a diesel engine. Here we are using the 4-cylinder Yanmar engine, which powers up the element which produces pressurized air. We call it airant. It's a part which is coupled to the engine, and that part basically takes the air from the outside, pressurize it, then takes it to the small oil separator storage tank, and then release it outside.
It's amazing how easily accessible all the parts are.
Yes, definitely it is. And plus, on top, we are also thinking about the environment and protecting the environment. So not only it is a stage 5 emission level machine, but as well we have a banded base frame as a standard, which means that if you have any fluid or oil leak, it will stay inside the machine and it will not contaminate the environment where the machine is.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. You think we shall move on to the bigger one?
This is our Bobcat compressor PA127V. Here again, PA as a portable air, 12 is 12 bar of maximum pressure, and 7 is the maximum flow, so 7 cubic meters per minute. And then we have a V, and this V stands for variable pressure and flow output. What that means, basically, when we go to the control panel, which is now positioned in the side of the machine, it's very simple. You have one pneumatic gauge, quite a big one, few buttons, again hardware buttons, reason being you can touch it in the gloves.
Yeah, basically just like 10 buttons.
Exactly, just like a 10 buttons. So basically what you do here, you start the machine and then you set your pressure by the control panel, by the buttons, and then you just hit start or you hit enter, and then the machine regulates the pressure by itself. This machine is capable to operate from 5 to 12 bar of the pressure, so it means that you can power it like quite a lot of applications. It can be power tools like jackhammers, then definitely abrasive blasting, even like in a slightly bigger scale than just the PA 7.5, or even some maybe small water well drilling, so you can power up the drilling rig, a small drilling rig with this machine for the flushing of the debris. This machine is over 750 kilos, so you need to have a overrun brake, and basically you need to have the trailer type, like a BE type license in the Europe to be able to tow this machine. Then you have more service ports, so you have a 3 standard quick coupling, and then you have one bigger one, I think the 1 inch for the powering more equipment. And besides the weight, this machine is way more powerful indeed. So again, when we open it, we have the polymer canopy, quite durable one. We open the canopy and you can see that basically everything is slightly bigger. So this is powered by our Bobcat D02 engine, 54 kilowatts, and here this is the platform where we are using our Bobcat BC100 Airens.
Awesome. So shall we take a look at the biggest one we have here?
Absolutely, yes. This one is quite interesting. We don't have this machine here daily. Just now it's a unique opportunity that we can have a look. This is again manufactured in the Czech Republic. It's a Bobcat PA 915. In the out of Europe markets, we are using slightly different imperial designation for the machines. So again, PA stands for the portable air, and the 915 stands for 915 cubic feet per minute of airflow, which is approximately between 25 to 30 cubic meters per minute. This machine is quite big. You can see that the main difference is it has a tandem axle. It has an A-shaped drawbar, which is very typical for the US market. And in the US, as they have a different regulations, they can legally tow these machines on the road. So there are all lights and everything you need to be road homologated in the United States.
And how much more powerful is this one compared to the previous one?
So the smallest, so if we go by the engine size, so the smallest one we saw is under 30 kilowatts of the power, around 30. The medium one was 54, and this one is over 200 kilowatts of the power. So it's using really, when you open it, it's using really like a semi-truck size of the engine. Here is a Cummins 6.7 liter diesel engine. Everything like logically is the same. So you have the engine, coupled air end, again the Bobcat air end, and then you have a huge oil separator tank where you need to really separate excessive amount of oil from the air. If we go on the other side, here is also one more specialty. We have so-called aftercooler with advanced filters. We call it IQ filters. This is used mainly in the applications where you really need to have the certainty that air has filtered all the oil, not only liquid but also the vapors. And for that you have these 3 filters, which really separates even the smallest particles of the oil from the air. We call it, then you can achieve technically oil-free air. The control panel is positioned in the front, so when we open it, you can again see nice big gauge with the pressure, 8 buttons, then some other gauges, but again, everything is extremely simple because this is what we want.
Really
simple operation for the tough man.
Thank you very much for taking the time and explaining everything, and we'll see you with some next machines, guys. We are back, we have more machines here, and I'm here with Zdeněk Brůžek. This interview is going to be in Czech, but we are going to have subtitles prepared for you. Takže mohli byste se prosím nějak představit, říct, co tady děláte a jaký tady máme stroje za náma?
Dobrý den, ahoj. Já se jmenuji Zdeněk Brůžek, pracuji v Bobcatu jako Field Product Trainer, to znamená polní trenér, a učíme zákazníky a prodejce ovládat stroje. Máme tady jak modelovou řadu kolových nakladačů, tak za mnou jsou potom pásové nakladače. Naše stroje jsou koncipované jako nosiče nářadí, to znamená, není to nakladač. Cokoliv na to pověsím, tak potom se z toho stroje stává profesionální mašina. Těch typů příslušenství je zhruba více než 100, to znamená opravdu ta variabilita a ty aplikace, které s tím dokážu dělat, to je neuvěřitelné.
Jakou mají tady ty stroje tak přibližně nosnost třeba, kolik dokážou zvednout?
Tak ta produktová řada je opravdu dlouhá, jak vidíte. Tady máme nejmenší naši S70, která má nějakou nominální nosnost 400 kg, až po největší S86, tam už se bavíme o nějakých 3 tunách.
A já jsem slyšel, že i nějaký ty stroje mají neprůstřelný sklo?
Jo, přesně s tou frezou do lesa, tak tam je na tom takzvaný lesní sada, forestry kit tomu říkáme. A aby ten strojník byl chráněný v tom stroji vevnitř, tak právě se tam instaluje celá sada ochran a jedno z toho je i neprůstřelný okno.
A jsou ještě třeba nějaký další funkce, které byste třeba vypíchnul? Já jsem si všiml, že třeba mají kameru vzadu většinou.
Zpětná kamerka, je to hlavně pro pohodlí operátora. Dneska si můžete vybrat, jestli chcete mít standardní ovládání, něco jako tank, prostě rajčáky, nebo většina zákazníků dneska používá takzvaný SGC, joystick control, takový PlayStation, jednou rukou krásně stroj jezdí. Další věc, co bych asi vypíchnul k tomu ovládání, dneska všechny stroje, které mají joysticky, dokážeme ovládat buď to remote kontrolem, takže vysílačkou, anebo dokonce máme takzvaný max control, to znamená, že přes telefon dokážu ten stroj ovládat veškerý funkce.
Takže ještě než se přesuneme k dalším strojům, tak jsme si všimli tady toho kamionu za náma. Mohl byste nám říct, na co ho tady máte, k čemu ho používáte?
Tak tady ten track používáme hlavně na roadshow. Roadshow je něco, co v demo týmu má dlouhodobou tradici. A my vlastně každý rok, minimálně 1-2krát do roka, máme jeden taháč, máme 2 návěsy, takhle skříňovej, anebo máme podvalník. To 1-2krát do roka naložíme a vypravíme se za zákazníkama po Evropě. Roadshow, objíždíme dílery, zastavujeme, díleři zvou zákazníky a my jim všechno ukážeme na místě v akci. Někteří zákazníci jezdí sem, my právě takhle to uděláme obráceně a vyrazíme za nimi. Jezdíme po celé Evropě, já jsem osobně byl, já nevím, skoro celá Evropa, jezdíme od Portugalska, Francie, Spojené království, severské země. Já osobně jsem byl nejdál s roadshow trackem asi na Kypru.
Ty jo, jak jste ho dostali na Kypr?
Lodi. Jo, kolegové byli ještě dál, ty byli v Maroku, jezdilo se opravdu velký vzdálenosti, dneska už se soustředíme hlavně na ty naše klíčové trhy, takže Francie, Španělsko, Německo, Anglie a tak dále. No tak teď jsme tady na parkovišti našich teleskopických manipulátorů. To jsou vlastně stroje, které se využívají v mnoha odvětvích, ale hlavně ve stavebnictví a hlavně v zemědělství. Tam se nám trošičku liší ty produktové řady. Dejme tomu, zemědělci používají 6 až 8 metrů výška zdvihu a ve stavebnictví potom je to 10 až 18 metrů. To je to, co se týče toho pevného rámu takzvaného, a potom máme i řadu otočných manipulátorů a ty zdvíhají až do 39 metrů. Co se týče nosnosti těch strojů, tak ten nejmenší unese 2,5 tuny a ten největší pevnej 4,1 tuny, největší otočnej až 8 tun. Jsou to naše nejrychlejší stroje, dokážou sami jezdit až 40 km/h a při hodně vysokém komfortu obsluhy.
To je super. Tak jsme na posledním stanovišti, máme za sebou bagry. Co byste k ním zase řekl?
Bagrům, tak asi bych začal produktovou řadou, která je u nás opravdu široká. My vyrábíme bagříky od 1 tuny až po téměř 9 tun. Ty malý jsou ideální na demolice, ty velký potom na nějaký větší výkupový práce, zakládání domů, kanalizace, bazény, jímky a tak dále. Jo. U bagříků se hodně hledí na to váhovou kategorii. To je vlastně to číslo, které označuje, takže za náma 27 má zhruba 2,7 tuny. A druhý je hloubka vlastně kopání, abych věděl, že s 27 dokážu kopnout zhruba 3 metry hluboko. A preciznost. Koukáme na preciznost, protože samozřejmě dno toho výkopu musí být rovný a potom, když ten výkop zase zakopávám, tak by to po mně mělo vypadat tak, jako že tam ten bagr nebyl.
Máte taky nějaký elektrický bagry?
Máme 2 elektrické bagry, máme E10, to znamená jednotunový stroj, a máme E19 Ečko. To jsou stroje, které pracují na baterky, bezemisní stroje vlastně, ideální do demolicí a nebo do míst, kde je třeba pracovat se sníženým hlukem.
A to jsou pak přímo ty, které můžou právě i do domů vjet?
Vědou do domu, ideálně právě zrovna E10 se dokáže stáhnout na 71 cm, takže úplně v pohodě projede domovníma dveřma, ale se zbějčkou třeba vybourá podlahu.
Zdeněk not only provided us with great insights about loaders, telehandlers and excavators, but he also gave us a unique opportunity to grab the joysticks and move some dirt. After a quick tutorial, we were ready to do some digging. This wraps up our 3-day visit to Bobcat. We would like to thank them very much for having us here, and I would like to thank them too for letting me drive this huge, amazing machine. It was awesome. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.